Welcome back to Buy or Buy. Today, we're looking at the 2022 to 2026 Subaru BRZ, the ZD8 second generation, the lightweight, rear-wheel drive sports coupe Subaru co-developed with Toyota. Sister to the Toyota GR86, but with softer suspension tuning and Subaru's signature flat-4 boxer engine. The 2.4-liter naturally aspirated boxer revs to 7,400 RPM. No turbo, no AWD, just the basics done right. 228 horsepower at 7,000 RPM, 184 pound-feet of torque, 6-speed manual standard, rear-wheel drive with Torsen limited slip. 2,815 pounds, the lightest sports car under 35 grand. 28 grand new, 22 grand used today. Bottom line, who and cross-shop. This pure platform intensely targets your hardcore, lightweight sports car purists and those absolute save-the-manuals enthusiasts. We are talking about autocross addicts, HPDE track day regulars, owners of the older ZC6 generation who are finally graduating and moving up, and, of course, those practical Miata owners who desperately want 2+2 seating without tacking on a bunch of mass. So, what else do you cross-shop? You strictly compare this against its mechanical twin, the $30,000 Toyota GR86 if you want sharper suspension. There's the $29,000 Mazda MX-5 Miata ND2 giving you 181 horsepower in a two-seat convertible format, but we've covered that already. Same goes for the $38,000 Toyota GR Corolla, a 300 horsepower AWD hot hatch, covered. The $28,000 Honda Civic Si pushing 200 horsepower as a front-wheel drive sports sedan, covered in Explainer 173. And the $33,000 Hyundai Elantra N offering 276 horsepower with a manual, covered already. Bottom line, Section 2, the gems. Let's rapidly dissect the gems and look at exactly why this masterpiece exists. The powertrain is absolutely brilliant because the FA24 2.4-liter naturally aspirated boxer is literally the biggest engine ever dropped into a BRZ right from the factory. It represents a massive 33% displacement increase over the outgoing ZC6's 2.0-liter FA20. It pumps out 228 horsepower at exactly 7,000 RPM, but it carries a screaming 7,500 RPM redline. No turbo to leg you down. You get a 6-speed manual, a standard, and it is perfectly paired with a Torsen limited slip differential out back. The chassis philosophy is brilliantly simple. It boasts a 2,815-pound curb weight that makes it the absolute lightest sports car you can buy under $35,000. It utilizes McPherson front struts and a double wishbone rear setup. If you step up to the limited trim, you get 18-inch Michelin Pilot Sport 4 summer tires, while the TS trim upgrades you straight to Brembo brakes. Tech and interior trims remain hyper-focused on the purist. You get a full digital 7-inch cluster with a dedicated track mode, an 8-inch infotainment system featuring wireless CarPlay and Android Auto on the Limited, suede sports seats, and yes, a preserved physical manual handbrake. Plus, new for 2024, the TS trim arrives at exactly $35,345, bringing STI-tuned suspension and those Brembos, making it the very first strictly STI-engineered car we've seen in years. Economically, the $27,995 launch price made it the second cheapest rear-wheel drive sports car sold new in the US, sitting right behind the Miata. Today, seeing it drop to just $22,000 to $35,000 used means an exceptional $5,000 to $10,000 depreciation in exactly 4 years. And never forget the heritage here. This second generation proudly continues the lightweight, rear-wheel drive partnership that Subaru and Toyota originally launched back in 2012. It's built at Subaru's Gunma Yajima plant in Japan and was co-developed at Toyota Tahara. Bottom line. Section 3, the issues. We need to rip the Band-Aid off for a reality check. Critically, you have to watch out for the 2022 to 2023 PCV valve failure under heavy use. This annoying issue causes oil consumption and costs exactly $150 to $400 to fix, though Subaru actively stepped up and extended the warranty for some owners. Other severe threats include an occasional sudden engine stall on those initial production cars, which requires a TSB software update to cure. We also see excessive crankshaft pulley wear on tracked cars. In fact, Subaru specifically recommends a 30,000-mile inspection for that. Watch for automatic transmission torque converter shutter on early 2022 builds. And look out for front strut tower flex during heavy track use, which makes aftermarket bracing incredibly common. Moderately speaking, the factory all-season tires wear out super quickly and they skitter on wet roads. The suede seat trim definitely shows wear. The infotainment occasionally freezes and requires a hard restart, the manual 1-2 shift is notoriously notchy when it's cold, and the base brakes will absolutely fade with heavy track use, which is exactly why only the TS gets the big Brembos. Minor quirks range from highly variable paint quality to incredibly easy 18-inch wheel curb rash that'll run you $200 to $400 a pop to repair. You might hear an HVAC blower motor whine on early 2022 builds. It demands mandatory 91+ octane premium fuel, gets a modest 20 city, 27 highway miles per gallon EPA combined rating, suffers from noticeable highway road noise thanks to those summer tires, and pushes a slight understeer versus the GR86 strictly because of Subaru's daily comfort suspension tuning. Plus, that TS trim is a limited allocation, and you always have to remember the Toyota GR86 mechanical twin is also out there available. Bottom line, Section 4. Verdict: buy. The 2022 to 2026 Subaru BRZ ZD8 is exactly what a sports car should be in 2026. 2,815 pounds, a naturally aspirated 2.4-liter boxer engine revving to 7,500 RPM, a 6-speed manual standard and rear-wheel drive with a Torsen limited slip differential. All for $22,000 to $28,000 used? No turbos, no all-wheel drive, and absolutely no automatic-only nonsense. Yes, the PCV valve issue affects some 2022 to 2023 cars, but Subaru's extended warranty covers many of them. Just verify any car you look at has had the firmware update applied. Buy a 2023 Plus Limited manual for the absolute best balance of features and reliability. Buy a 2024 Plus TS if you can actually find one for under $33,000 because the Brembo brakes and STI suspension are undeniably worth the premium. Or buy a 2022 Premium manual for under $24,000 as your ultimate entry-level pure driving machine. You might even snag a 2022 build that's still without the PCV TSB applied if the price is just right. On the flip side, buy an automatic only because the manual is the entire point of this platform's existence. And buy a tracked car if it comes without a service history. Also, don't forget the Toyota GR86 mechanical twin is also out there on the market, so test both before deciding. Did you test the Toyota GR86 twin first? Let us know in the comments, and keep driving the good stuff.